We've seen war. We don't want war. But if you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.
Kiss my ass. They're criminals. It is a hole. You ever been there?
He says what everyone else is thinking.
I'm dedicated to it. I can't be stopped. We're live in 3, 2, 1. Emergency, emergency, emergency. Gather the women and the children. Emergency. We have freedom, truth, logic, and common sense. It's Ted Nugent and the queen of the forest, my buddy, my hunting partner, my soulmate, Little Miss Dangerous, the backstrappist. I'm the backstrapper. She's the backstrappist. Shemane Nugent, in her femininity effervescence, is here to join the truth, logic, and common sense. And we're going to start up. By the way, welcome. Thank you, everybody, for supporting Shemane Nugent's Real America Voice, faith and freedom. Is there anything more important, especially around a Ted Nugent Real America Voice spirit campfire? Did I mention emergency, emergency? So if there's not justice for one of us, there's not justice for any of us. And everybody knows that the 2020 election did not go to Joe Biden with 81 million votes. The guy, the only 81 million in his life is 81 million violations of his constitutional oath and his son Hunter Biden, the entire gangster O'Biden administration. It is the O'Biden administration.
And to think that the auto pen was running the country. And who was in charge of the auto pen? Was it actually Jill and Hunter?
Well, either way, Shemane and Ted Nugent are here to demand truth, logic, and common sense, especially for a great, great American, the cutting edge, the tip of the spear for God, family, country, entrepreneurial productivity, Mike Lindell. In fact, this First Amendment celebration on Shemane's and My Real America Voice and so many is brought to you by MyPillow.com. We're going to put on the screen the whole segment, LindellLegalFund.com, because talking about lawfare that they unleashed on the great Donald Trump because he wanted to make America strong, accountable, and rich, and safe, and great again. Mike Lindell is going on trial for questioning the 2020 election with unlimited evidence to support questioning the 2020 election. So mypillow.com, type in the code SPIRIT, or you can type in the code faith. But support Mike Lindell. Father's Day is coming up. Graduation Day is coming up. Barbecue Day is every day. Go to mypillow.com and support Mike Lindell with world-class quality products for the home, for your family, your friends, for deer camp, for the shooting range. I swear to God, you can get the MyPillow dog beds, all the stuff.
Dog beds are great. The towels, I love the towels, the brand new towels. But most importantly, what you were getting at, I think, is that Dominion voting machines are actually suing both Mike Lindell and MyPillow for defamation. How is that possible that you can't? I mean, if you saw that video, that series, the documentary that Mike did, you can't, it's hard to argue with it.
You can't argue with the evidence.
Yeah. And so Mike Lindell needs your support. He was the first of cancel culture. And
I was the first, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Back in the 60s. And still am. I couldn't be more proud because the people who canceled me are satanic, America-hating goons. But anyhow, so Mike Lindell is a victim. So go to LindellLegalFund.com. Let's help this great American. And Shemane, you've been on the front cutting edge of this for a long time. It is about justice. The court system has a Supreme Court justice named Jackson who can't tell you what a woman is, but she qualifies as a Supreme Court Justice of America? No, she doesn't. The court system is criminal. It doesn't try criminals. The system itself is criminals. It's really a heartbreaking time.
It is really unfortunate, but this is a great opportunity. Esther 4:14, which I end my show, Faith and Freedom, with, you were born for such a time as this. I know you were. I know you were. And so all of you who are watching this, and so many people want to say, or have said, what can they do to help? You can send $5 to Mike Lindell's Legal Defense Fund, because he stood up for you, for President Trump, and now he needs your support. $10, $100, whatever you can afford. We've got to show the other side that we are not standing for their corruption and we're going to support our own. And Mike was the first one to stick his neck out and stand up for President Trump. So we got to show him the love, y'all.
And the support for what Mike Lindell spotlighting all those cockroaches, all those deceivers, all those scammers, all those liars. I believe if ever there was treason, it would be everything about the Joe Biden administration, beginning with the 2020 election. The reason that we have a great, true constitutional conservative conservationist with the Trump family being sportsmen, we have a real commander-in-chief. And the reason November 5th, 2024 happened is because of guys like Mike Lindell, who spotted the illegal criminal voting scam of 2020. We won in a landslide because Mike Lindell led the charge to identify the scam. The video footage of the suitcases and the community organizers packing thousands of illegal ballots into the boxes.
And people testified under oath. They swore that what they saw was true. Why are all of those people and all of those testimonies being thrown out? It's like you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. We've got to go back. And Kash Patel, I hope you're watching this. I hope you're listening. We need some answers. We want answers. We can handle the truth, as that famous what's that famous movie?
Yeah, that was A Few Good Men. You can't handle the truth.
We can handle the truth.
We can handle the truth.
At this point, we've had slow drips about reality and truth, and we understand. We have eyes to see and ears to hear. Now, let's have some justice.
Our court system is so horribly wrong. Remember, a judge, someone who ascended to the position of somehow making judgment calls about justice in America in a courtroom in Wisconsin, saw the footage of Kyle Rittenhouse defending his life against a paroled felon armed attacker, and the judge went, yeah, that doesn't look like self-defense. Let's try him for murder. Are you kidding me? And what they did to Donald Trump, what they did to me in Alaska and California with the Barack Obama and Eric Holder lawfare, attacking me and falsely accusing me of game law violations when I violated no game laws. And now Mike Lindell is on trial for bringing forth evidence, irrefutable video footage, sworn testimony under oath evidence that the 2020 election was a fraud, a scam, and treasonous deceit against the very foundation of our founding fathers' dream of we the people experimenting in self-government and electing employees to represent us based on their oath to the U.S. Constitution. Did you get all that? Tom Morello, Bruce Springsteen, Whoopi Cushion Gold. These people have just abandoned. Isn't it funny? I just looked at 2:43. I always see the clock says 2:43, one of my favorite calibers. And this morning I got up at 12:13, and then later I got up at 12:48. Think about it. I'm on a mission from God. So go to LindellLegalFund.com and go to MyPillow.com. Let's support this great man. Yep. He literally represents the families of America, and if he can't find justice in an absolutely runaway, corrupt court system, we're all doomed.
And Mike at one time employed 1,500 Americans. All the products are made in America. It stays in America. Because of this legal travesty, the legal attack, he's had to lay off hundreds of workers. That's hundreds of our brothers and sisters who need those jobs. And the point is, My Pillow's a great product.
It's a great
product. He's a great man. He's got a great product, and we've got to support him. So thank you, Ted, for having me on. If you're watching this, go check out my show, Faith and Freedom, right here on Real America's Voice. Sunday, I've got Dr. Sherry Tenpenny on, who's talking about, for those people who did get the jab and want to know how to detox, you're going to want to watch this.
Yeah.
Watch this show. And we talk about the auto pen. I have a Heritage Heritage Foundation partner or senior fellow, Cully Stinson, who's talking about what is the auto pen and what are the repercussions of this? Joe Biden pardoned all these people. What's going to happen to them?
Talking about abuse of power. If that's not treason, lying to the American public while torching our gazillions of dollars in hard-earned tax dollars, and deceiving Americans with the 2020 election and everything Joe Biden stood for was absolutely treasonous. If I was in charge, we'd run out of rope by Wednesday. So thank you, everybody, and thank you, Real America's Voice. Shemane Nugent, Faith and Freedom, great, great shows. Truth, logic, and common sense runs amok on Real America Voice. Thank you, people, for supporting this and for supporting the Ted Nugent Spirit of the Wild TV show on the Pursuit channel. And right now, we're going to play a special feature of Mike Lindell's exposure of what he has discovered about the deceitful, scamming 2020 election right here, where the First Amendment is sacred. All those 4 categories of the First Amendment are sacred, just like the categories of the Second Amendment are sacred. I'll be back with General Leroy Sisco, the commander of the Texas National Guard, on Real America's Voice with Uncle Ted.